I'm your host, Sid, and welcome back to Dirty CEO, where we go balls deep into the reality of what people are really thinking. Now let's get into it. Dirty CEO. Hey everyone, it's your girl Sid, and I am back, and I have a friend today. Introduce yourself, tell them about yourself, and also just don't forget to talk into the mic.
What up, everybody? It's your boy, Scotty Too Hottie, Scotty P, Scotty Mother P, whatever you want to call me. How y'all doing today?
I think everyone's doing good. I know I'm doing good because we're about to shoot a scene after this.
Ooh, my God.
How many? I think we have 3 scenes together now.
1, 2. Yeah, 3.
Yeah, we have 3, and this will be our 4th.
Yeah. They're all fire, too, by the way.
Yeah, they are. So if you want to see it, you can go to both of our OnlyFans, which will be linked in the description. What is your OnlyFans name?
Mr. Scotty P is back, in one word. Mr. Scotty P is back.
Perfect. So, okay, first of all, biggest thing I want to talk about is, what did you do before porn? I find that to be so interesting. I remember the first time we met, you told me, and ever since then, I just, kind of became a little bit infatuated, and I saw, a clip from Shake It Up that you were in.
Oh, wow. You saw it?
Yeah, I saw it. I looked you up.
Yeah. So, I was a professional dancer, choreographer for 18 years before I got into porn. I've been in 3 years. I was dancing for celebrities and choreographing, teaching for 18 years before. Yeah.
And why'd you stop?
Just getting tired of, I'm 39 now. I think I stopped at 36 or 37. I was just getting older. I was finding it harder to make money dancing, so I needed something with a little more, I can make more money doing in a timely manner.
Yeah, and you're really good at it.
Thank you. I try to be.
I feel like you have multiple talents. Compared to some people, it's they don't have a lot of passion. I know you have passion with everything that you do.
You know what's crazy though? Once I got in, I've learned and met so many performers that just have all these amazing talents, and these are people that they don't even necessarily use them. Yeah, they just have them. And I think that's interesting too.
I agree with you, because the other thing too is there's someone who, she literally used to work for Honeywell, and she was one of the top people at Honeywell and decided to get into.
Wow.
And I'm like, that is so crazy that you literally stopped. She did that job for a year while she was in, and then she stopped because she got so busy with. And it made her more money than being a higher up at Honeywell.
Pretty much. You can make so much money just, being yourself, and it's just being open, and so many platforms we make money off of. It's why not? Who wants to sit and work for somebody? Or
Did it ever affect your family life doing?
Nope. My mom, dad, my dad definitely, he used to go to AVN. He's been going to AVN back when I was in high school. He's just a lover.
Yeah.
My mom, she knew I was a freak anyway. She's like, oh, okay, well, that doesn't. When I told her, she was like, oh, that sounds about right. So yeah, and I have 2 16-year-olds. They're twins, and they don't really care either. Because when I was their age, I was watching.
Right.
My son actually found me watching.
Oh God.
And he was and he didn't tell me until I when I told them, he was like, yeah, Dad, I already know. I saw you. I was like, what? You saw me? That's
how it is with my ex's family. Before I started dating him, his whole family was like, how do you know Sid? And he's like, that's my girlfriend. And Christmas was really awkward that year.
So they already knew.
Oh, they all paid for my OnlyFans. They had paid for my content.
So he had never told them.
No, I had lied to them and told them that I was a YouTube manager or something. And I literally looked his mom in the eye and said that. And now I feel so dumb because I remember I told her that, and she was washing dishes at the sink. And she just gave me this big smile, and now I realize it's because she knew what I really did.
She was lying, yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I always keep it real. Fuck it.
Yeah, but I didn't know, that was the first time I had to tell someone, because I hadn't,
Yeah, that was the first time,
Yeah. And then the first videographer that I had for his son told his dad that he knew who I was, and his dad shoots porn.
Well, of course, yeah.
But the thing is, his son didn't know I did porn. and
Oh
he
my
just thought I was a
God.
YouTuber. And so he told his dad that, and his dad was like, I'm shooting her porn right now. Like,
Right.
yeah.
That's what I do,
And
right?
he was like 17, and he's like, well, tell her hi for me. He's
That's
like, I didn't
funny.
realize she did porn. And I'm like, yep. That was like my first year in
Yeah.
too.
Yep. They're at that age. Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
I started much younger than that, but like,
When did you first watch porn?
I think I was like 11 or 12.
I found porn in second grade. I don't know how old you have to be, but I found Sarah
Mm.
J in second grade, and I remember it was her because it was Jug World.
Right,
And she's got those huge.
Yeah, yeah. I found my aunt's. This was back in the VHS days,
Uh-huh.
though. Like I was like 10 because I used to be a big Michael Jackson fan,
Mm-hmm.
and I knew my aunt. She just had all his concerts recorded on VHS,
Yeah.
and I used to be a really huge like Nightmare on Elm Street, like
Mm-hmm.
Freddy Krueger lover. So she had all those movies, and I would just look for them when I would go over there to try to watch them. And then I just picked up this tape one day, and it said like Black Lust
Oh God.
and like a gold sticker on it. I'm like, I put it in. It was like a threesome going. I was like, oh shit, like two girls sucking a dude's. And I'm like, oh shit. And I went in the bathroom and I like with no lube or nothing.
Because it's weird because it's like a natural thing.
I was like, I didn't know you were supposed to do that,
Yeah,
but
but you
something
did
told
it.
me. I guess I saw him doing that,
Mm-hmm.
and then I went in the bathroom and did it. But I
Yeah.
did it so much,
You
like
hurt yourself or something?
yeah, I had like a burnt, like a rug burn on my. Because I was just doing it with my hand. I didn't have
Right.
no lotion. I was just like, oh my God.
And it kind of feels good. Like, you don't realize it's going to hurt later.
Yeah, later, yeah. I was like, oh, then a rug burn on my dick, and I couldn't touch it for a week. So I was like, that was my first experience.
Okay, then obviously, like, you and I make puke videos together.
Mm-hmm. I love it.
What other content do you make that you consider to be, like, more wild? Like, I know you make some wild stuff.
I make some wild stuff solo-wise.
Yeah.
Like, my fans love my,
Yeah.
so I make a lot of content.
Like, putting stuff in your or
Now
what?
I'm putting stuff in my. I used to didn't. I really framed away from that for like my first 2 years. But then,
Why'd you frame away from it?
because I don't like to be penetrated. It's not my thing. Like
So
I
you
don't.
still
I don't
don't
let,
like it?
Yeah, I don't let girls do it.
Yeah.
I do it to myself. It's doable, but I'm not like, oh my God, this feels
Yeah.
amazing. Like it's not bad. Like it's not like I'm hating it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm getting used to it.
I am still like an virgin. I've never done anal or
Really?
anything.
Not
Yeah.
a finger or nothing.
I can put my pinky in, and that's only when I'm on my period.
Have a cute.
You did tell me that last time. I appreciate it. But I think it's funny because, like, I feel like when you get comfortable doing that, like you said, the first 2 years you didn't do it, and then now you're doing it solo. It's like when you make content, like, you have to be ready to do it. Like, you were my first puke video, and I had,
wow.
yeah, but I had to be ready. Like, do you remember the first time we shot and you asked if I could, and I said to you, I was like, maybe, like, I bet I could. And then we shot again, like, a year later, and I was like, I think, yeah, let's
think you
puke
mentioned
today.
it.
Yeah, because you planted the
yeah.
seed, but I had to be ready and feel comfortable. And, like, I feel really comfortable with you. And other people, I feel like you shoot, like, a lot of puke stuff, so it doesn't really, like, it makes me feel more comfortable, too, because you don't make me feel weird about it. But other people will push, and, like, it'll be the first time you've ever shot with them. And I'm like, nah, dude, like, I'm not doing that
So
with
other
you.
guys have asked for you to do puke?
Oh, yeah, a lot
like
of
guys?
a lot of them have asked, and then also, like, not just puke. There was another, like, face sitting, but me farting on their face.
Wow.
And I found that really random because I was like, I'm like, did you ask anyone else this? I haven't seen this on your Twitter,
I've never
your
seen
page.
that. Well, yeah.
But, like, it's funny because, like, people know you shoot puke. But, like, don't you shoot scat too and stuff?
I shoot farts and scat, yep.
Yeah, and, like, did you originally do that? Like, was that, how long did it take you to do that?
I think I started doing scat, like, after my first year. Because I didn't know that was a thing. I never was like, oh, I'll never do that. I didn't even know that was a thing.
How did you even get into, that was another thing, like, did you, like, find an agent? Like,
okay, so this is how I got into
yeah.
Basically, when I was professionally dancing, like, I had already knew a few, like legendary OG stars. Just from, like, you know, being around celebrities, going to parties, dancing for celebrities, they would invite these type of people.
Yeah, and you always have lived in LA, right? Like since you started
Since
dancing?
I started dancing, yeah. So I used to have this friend, which is from my hometown as well, St. Louis. He was a dancer as well. He would be hanging with these stars that I used to literally to.
Yeah.
Like before I even was living in LA. And then we just kind of all became friends. And I was literally just hanging out with these girls. Just wasn't them or nothing, just hanging out. And they were like, yo, you should go to AVN just
Yeah.
to see. Like, then I met this other performer that's still actually in. I met her on Instagram. And we kind of like went out a couple times on camera. And she was like, yo, you should do it.
Like she like used you for content,
Yeah,
right? Yeah.
well, it wasn't even it was, I guess so, yeah. But we just basically.
Yeah, yeah.
It wasn't like, oh, let's do content.
Yeah.
It was just, because I was already filming myself. Like,
Yeah.
I always been a freak.
That's how I love being filmed. And I think
I've had a
that's
hard
what
drive.
helps.
Yeah, I've had a hard drive full of my own, like, for over 15 years.
Damn.
So when I met her, it was like, ooh, boom, I just pulled my phone out.
Yeah.
And she was like, go to AVN this year, 2019. I went and I did a lot of content. I met my agent and it was over.
What tips would you give someone that's starting? Because obviously, like, you've done well for yourself. Like, I think you had an old Twitter account that was pretty big, and then you lost it. But people know who you are. People speak highly about you. I've never heard anyone say anything bad about you. And like, not just that, but I've shot with you this will be the fourth time that I've shot with you on separate, totally different days. And every single time I'm always like, yeah, next time, like, we're going to shoot again. Like, there's never a, oh, I don't want to shoot with him type of vibe,
like,
you know?
I gotta get this
like,
over with.
So what tips would you have for a new guy who wants to get into, because I get questions like that all the time, and I'm like, I'm not a guy. Like, I don't know.
I think the best way is to kind of do what I did. And that is make your own first. Don't like make a Twitter and Instagram and just start posting your
Yeah.
and then start hitting up all these girls.
Right.
They're not going to respond to you.
Right, because you're nobody at that point.
Yeah, you have to make a name for yourself. So I always tell guys, like, use your girlfriend. You know, go on Tinder, meet some girls that are down. Don't be trying to sneak around filming girls and like, you know, find you one or two girls that are down to fuck you on camera. They don't have to be a star.
And there's a lot of OnlyFans girls that
Yeah.
are literally on Tinder looking for content
That
partners.
too. Go on Tinder, look for these content girls. Like, but just try to find girls that's on your level. Don't like shoot over the fence.
Yeah.
Unless you just fly as if you're just a fly guy with a big, you know, and you're
But
a nice person.
Even then, though, like, you still have to have a name, in my opinion.
Yeah.
To like,
you have to have a name, but it's about promoting yourself too.
Yeah.
If you can take some nice pictures and promote yourself right as a new male talent and not on some like weirdo you can get some of these girls. But I always say make your own content first. Make content that you can post on Twitter and, you know, you can promote yourself. Like, hey, subscribe to my OnlyFans. Do this, do that. These girls are only going to take you serious if they know you're making moves. So,
and that you treat it like a job.
treat it like a job, and you have to, you know, look presentable. Like, learn how to film, learn how to get angles. Don't just...
And have hygiene. Like, a lot of guys don't realize your first shoot is a nervous situation for you, but like, first impressions are everything. And like, I've gotten really, I don't know about you, but like, I've gotten really used to like shooting with someone being like, they're not my smell type of vibe, but like, they don't smell bad. Like, it's already such a like personal experience that like in your personal life, if you like someone and if you're down for them, it's different. But then the moment that like you're meeting a stranger, filming with them, like you film with people all the time that you've never met, and like first impressions are everything.
Yeah, pretty much. You're always going to have your hygiene good. Especially for the girl, like shave under your like. I used to be bad at that too though, because it was just like not on purpose. It's just guys are just trying to go to set and be ready. They're more focused on getting their hard. Sometimes they'll forget, you know, oh, let me baby wipe her before, or let me do this. But some guys are just nasty. Yeah. And that's just what it is. Like, you can't really get over that. But that's very important.
I also think the content thing, it's interesting because 3 years ago, someone would have been like, oh, no, I'm not making my own content. But now people are already making their own content. So it's fine. Like, it's like normal. Like, content is king. Like, you shoot pro scenes, obviously, but like, you love shooting content because it actually benefits you. Yeah.
Yeah, I use the content. I mean, I use the mainstream to basically just boost my content. Because you should be, as a male, I feel like I don't care how many scenes you're doing. Like, you should be making more money on your content than
Yeah.
on set.
Well,
Because we
and
don't
like,
make a lot. We don't make that much as girls.
how much do you make as a guy?
Honestly, you start off like most guys. If you're signed with an agent,
Mm-hmm.
you'll start off at 500 a scene.
That's not as bad as I thought.
It's not a lot.
I know it's
though.
not a lot,
But
but I thought it was gonna be
you
like
can
3.
work your way up. You can work your way up to 600, 700, 800. Some guys even get 1,000. But like you have to
What's
be.
your typical rate right now? Like,
See me personally.
I know you shoot a lot of your own content, so.
Me personally, like, and I don't mind saying this
Mm-hmm.
because this is a tip that I gave myself.
Mm-hmm.
Like a lot of guys, they go up on their rate every
Mm-hmm.
year or
Yeah.
every 6 months or whatever. Me, I decided not to go up on my
Yeah.
rate because I want to be able to get
As
like
many bookings.
as many bookings as I can. Because directors sometimes they don't want to pay a guy
Mm-hmm.
that's big $900 or
Right.
$800 every time, even though he
Yeah.
might be a good performer. There's some guys getting 800 and they're not even that good.
Right.
So it's like I stick at 600. I was like I went up. I'm like, all right, cool. I can do 600. If I like you, I'll do 500 still. Like, but
Yeah.
I let my agent handle that. But I don't care about rate. I don't care about the rate I'm getting because I'm gonna take that
Yeah.
clout or that
Mm-hmm. Like the
that situation,
promotion.
the promotion, and bring it to my fans.
And it's just something you can put on your like resume too of like
Yeah.
I've done this, 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 this. And
Exactly.
haven't you been nominated for an
I got
AVN?
2 AVNs now.
Yeah. So
Mhm.
like that to me within itself just shows that like you're a legit performer.
Mhm.
Because I think a lot of people, like I know when I won my first XBiz award, everyone started realizing like, oh wow, Sydney actually like she won something. Like
Mhm.
that, like when you're nominated or when you win or anything like that, they start realizing like, oh wow, like they must actually be serious about what they're doing.
Yeah. I just care. Like the nomination is enough for me. Like.
Yeah. But that's what I'm saying. Like that was my first year, and when I won that, I didn't even understand like being nominated. Girls were already seeing my name pop up, and so when I went to the actual event, girls were like, "Hey, like let's shoot content," and like I had never even eaten a.
They were like, oh.
Yeah, so I was like, okay, sure, like not realizing like I didn't go on their Twitters or anything, not realizing these girls are people who have been in the biz for like 5+ years, and I was literally fresh, like first year in, and it was all because the nomination, like it had gotten me there, and then when I won, it was so funny because the one dude who didn't want to work with me at XFiz, to this day he follows me and I don't follow him back because he treated me so poorly when he first met me because he knew he was going to win his award. I'm pretty sure like he was a little too cocky. And I didn't know even how these events worked. And so he just thought like, oh, this is just another girl who got, nominated. Like she's no one. And then literally I get nominated and he like the whole after party was like trying to like get me to shoot with him. And I was like, nah,
That's
dude.
weird.
Like, well, in the elevator, he was so mean to me. Like so rude. Like he's a very, I'm not going to say like, I don't ever say names on here. He is very, very like physically like fit. And
I know exactly who you're talking about.
Yeah.
I was with him the other night.
yeah. And
I
like,
don't know him, but I know who you're talking about.
yeah. And like the thing
He
with
had
it,
wings on at the AVN.
yeah,
Yep,
yeah.
I know you're talking
yeah.
about.
and he like, I think when he saw me in the elevator, I wasn't looking like I think I was in sweats and stuff. And so he just assumed like, oh, Sydney's nobody. Sydney doesn't need to shoot with me because I had asked him to shoot. And then afterwards he was like, oh my God, like congrats on your award, all this stuff. And I was like, you were so dismissive.
I hate guys like that, like, because I shoot with girls that have no name.
Yeah. And,
like,
and here's the thing.
It doesn't matter to me.
You like, as long as the person is getting you good content, like in my opinion, like I'll work with them. Even if it's like their 15th day in.
Yeah, it's all about because the fans don't give a fuck if the girl's big or not. You know what it is? These guys and girls, just people in general, they're always worried about what other people think of what they're doing.
Yeah.
Some guys are like, there's some guys that they'll shoot with a BBW girl off camera, but not on camera, and I think that's weird.
And it's
Or they'll do puke off camera, but not on camera.
I've had guys tell me that I'm the only BBW they'll work with.
See, that's weird.
And I'm like, and I literally said to one of them, I was like, why? And because I was like genuinely curious, and he's like, well, because I just you have like a big enough name that it's worth it. Like most of them only have
See,
like
that's like a
40.
slap in the face
Well,
almost.
yeah, but he said they only have like 40K Twitter followers, and I was like, yeah, and how many do you have? Like 6? Like I was like, why does that even matter? Like I don't think about that stuff.
Like that mind frame right there is
Yeah.
just not the way to think, because that BBW girl is going to sell on your page. So
Yeah,
it
but
doesn't
here's the
matter.
thing. That's his favorite body type. Like he literally loves BBW girls. Like when we were shooting, I could tell that he like really liked my body because he was like playing with my stomach and like he was so down. And I just thought to myself, I was like, why are you like
He cares about what people think about him.
yeah, but it was just so crazy because I was like, I had never met someone that like thought that that was like a justification. Like he said that to me. I was like, oh God,
I just
dude.
because when I first got in, like I used to get all kind of messages from people I knew and people that I didn't know. Like, oh, you only white girls, or you only do BB, or you never black girls. I'm just like, first of all, I everybody, and secondly, I what sells. Like,
Yeah,
I can't control who I get booked with.
right.
I can't control who I shoot content with. But you know, if it's a million white girls this week and then 2 black girls next week and then 1 BBW, that's just what it is.
Yeah.
It's not that I'm like hand picking it. Like I want.
And it's who's available. Like,
It's who's available. It's
because
not.
I wanted to work with Minnie Stallion, you know who that is? And she, like, wanted to work with me too. And everyone was always, they're always like, Sydney, why don't you work with a lot of black girls? And I'm like, do you think I'm not trying?
Yeah,
Like,
we try. Like it's not.
like,
If you don't see it yet, it's just not. It's not our fault. It's just because it's timing.
I have some scenes, but I have so many scenes that are like, if you think about it, like the different types of people you can work with are like, I have BBW girls I've worked with, alternative girls I've worked with, like BBC. Then I have just like white dudes that are like average, and then I have white dudes with big, and all of those that's like 5 or 6 categories
You gotta
there.
be versatile. Yeah.
Yeah, but like obviously I'm not able to promote all of those every day. So like people are like, why do you only work with white guys? I'm like, have you not seen how many black guys I've worked with? Like,
Exactly. Like,
or like they'll assume that like they'll be like, oh, that's just a black guy. I'm like, no, he's actually Latino. Like he's not. I'm like, bro, like. And then it's so funny too because they'll be like, you only work with tall, skinny guys. I'm like, have you not seen? I've worked with Vinny O'Neil. I've worked with
like,
Johnny Cartel.
I feel like those people are just not even fans. Like that, you haven't even looked. You just probably just went and saw the first 3 posts and assumed.
But it's also hard because if someone's not genuinely searching for it, they're not going to see it. So it's like people just can't assume what you are into, what you post, because most people don't know I make those puke videos, but I do. They just can't be posted on OnlyFans.
Exactly.
Most people don't know I make pee videos. Do you make pee videos? Yeah. Those were so easy. When I first started, I was like, people want to see me pee? Like, that's crazy. But yeah, like people just don't see it because they're not asking for it. Or if they, just sign up, they don't explore your page enough to see it.
Yeah, it's just like Twitter is one thing. Like when I hear fans speak like that on Twitter, I ignore it. But on OnlyFans, if they say that, then I have a way to,
Show them. Yeah.
On OnlyFans, I mean, on Twitter, you can say what the you want. Like,
yeah, because you're not paying for it.
You don't fuck black girls enough. Ignore. Like, whatever.
I think it's just so crazy, too. Like, you've been in porn for 3 years, and I think it might have been 2 or... No, it was 3 years ago that you and I first shot.
Yeah.
I wonder how far in it was.
It was definitely... I think I was... Wait. Yeah.
Yeah, it was like 3 years ago.
Was that the summertime, though?
I think so, yeah.
So, yeah, I was 6 months... I wasn't even 6... No, I went to AVN that year, January.
Oh, yeah, that's when you started shooting.
I didn't get signed to Mark. I didn't get signed to ATMLA until, like...
Is that
April.
your agent now? Do you still like them?
April. Yeah, I love them. Yeah. Mark is amazing. Yeah, April. So that means when I met you, I was basically 2 months in or 1 month in.
Wow,
I mean,
that's
3
crazy.
months in.
And you were so great at it, too. I was like, wow.
Because I was already shooting content.
Yeah.
Like, and then we had help that day. So.
Okay, then I have one more question for you. Out of everything that you've done, what's you're most proud of seeing? Mainstream or personal?
That I'm proud. Probably my AVN.
Which one's that?
With Adriana Chechik. I was proud of that for sure.
And was that like a or? And you've done a lot of haven't
Yeah,
you?
I was proud of that because I did like triple penetration for the first time. Double. I think that was my first double and double for the first time too.
Was that pretty crazy doing that?
Uh, I mean, it's pretty like it's hard to do, but it's not as bad as like a guy would think it is. Like you don't even feel the guy's.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's weird. You don't when you're inside a girl's
hmm
ass over, you do not feel the guy's.
I always wonder that because, like,
I mean, you feel it, but it doesn't. It feels like
yeah,
you're in the like it's weird.
yeah.
It's not bad.
I
Some
would,
girls like guys are like I would never do that.
well, I think it's cool. I just don't even think my could stretch enough for that.
I think your pussy could do double.
Really?
Yeah. And
Yeah.
speaking of double, like I'm gonna plug this new site.
Yeah.
Because I do a lot of game. I work for this company in Vegas.
Yeah.
They have they have 3 websites now. They have gloryholesecrets.com
Uh-huh.
and they have creampie.com.
I was gonna ask you, what's it like shooting for cream
I
pie?
love them.
Yeah.
I started off shooting with them first. Like when I met you,
Mm-hmm.
I started off with them and I was doing the glory holes and the now I go out to Vegas just to shoot with them and we're just really close. And now they have a new site that they're about to drop.
Yeah.
And it's called 2 Poles in 1 Hole. And it's basically just me and another male talent, Chris Cott. We're going to be in all the scenes, and it's all double.
Dang, that's cool.
So no DP, no, just like sensual threesome
Yeah.
and like 30 minutes of double.
Damn,
It's
that's
great.
so cool.
And we've shot 20 scenes so far. The site hasn't dropped, but guess what? Like out of maybe 15 out of the 20 scenes, those girls, it was their first double ever.
And did most of them do what? Yeah.
They loved it. All of them took it like a champ. Like no one stopped, took breaks. They were like, "Damn, I didn't think I was gonna like it like this."
Now I want to do that.
You should try it.
Here's the problem too, though, is like because I don't do mainstream, it's a lot harder for me to like get guys to do that. Like I know you would do like male, female with me, but like
you definitely have worked with guys that would do double.
yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like I know I could. It's just like I have to plan it, and I want to do an Easter.
You should ask. You should ask your fans. Ask them if they even want it.
Oh, I know they do.
Oh, they do.
When I'm telling you, like they want anything, I'll give them.
And
yeah,
I need to be that guy.
Yes. You're already. Didn't I tell you that
we need to be the
he's
double
literally
vaginal.
yeah.
Because I'm trying to be like. I told myself this year, like I'm gonna be like a DP. Like
God.
I'm gonna be the DP double god. Like if anybody needs double or DP, they know they can get it.
Yeah.
From Scotty P.
Hell yeah. Hear that? He's the DP god, the DP. Double god.
DP double all that. I'm gonna definitely excel in that.
And I know you can. Like anytime we shoot, I am always comfortable with you, and I feel like you're the person that I could do that with.
For sure.
So I appreciate you being on Dirty CEO.
This is very amazing. I like this.
Thank you so much for talking to me today and just like getting all, into it. And yeah, now we're going to go shoot our actual scene.
Yeah, I'm ready to you now.
Yeah.
Like, you're looking all sexy over there. Them big.
Well, all right, guys. Thanks so much for listening. I'll see you guys in the next one. CEO.